So I saw Space Jam 2.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam.
And I hated it. I I felt strongly enough about it that I wanted to make a video just ranting about everything I hate about it. Got my script right here. It's like 6 pages long. Yeah, let's get into it. By the way, I'm gonna be jumping around the movie a bit, and there's gonna be spoilers, so there's your warning. If you wanna suffer and watch Space Jam, do it if you have HBO Max. I wouldn't spend money on tickets for this. Yeah. Let's go. So, the movie opens up with, like, 13-year-old LeBron getting, like, an OG Game Boy. Like this one. Like this one I'm gonna edit in. And he's playing, and, like, the only game he gets on is Looney Tunes. And that's probably when I realized that I knew what kind of movie I was going into. It's gonna be an ad. And, yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah, so LeBron gets this Game Boy, and his dad takes it away from him and throws it away because he needs to focus on basketball. And it was kind of weird, because it was kind of like the movies saying, like, oh, you can't play video games and be successful. You can't do both. So that was strange. And then he grows up and gets a net worth of around, like, $500 million. Yeah, don't play video games if you want to be rich. Yeah. That's what I learned in the first 5 minutes of the movie. And then fast forward into present day, and LeBron's got 2 sons in this movie. Darius, who you see once, twice maybe, and then Dom. He's like, about basketball. He likes it casually, but he doesn't want to make it his career. But oh no, LeBron won't stand for that. LeBron walks in on his sons playing basketball, and he's like, what's he say? What happened to those fundamentals, you know? I taught you to be good at basketball. But Darius wants to be a basketball player. Dom wants to make video games. And here comes the very first thing I really, really hate about this movie. Is LeBron. LeBron's awful.
We got the real jam going down.
He's so unbearable to watch. Not even just talk about his acting. I'm not gonna get started on his acting. He's not an actor. And that's clear. No emotion behind anything he says. One, he's just a terrible father in the movie. His character is so annoying. He values his son's worth on how good they are at basketball. It's ridiculous. Yeah, his son likes basketball casually, but he doesn't want to make it like a big thing. But LeBron wants him to be like a professional basketball player. And Dom makes like a full video game. Like a full like basketball video game with like online capabilities, streaming integration, and it's like it's a cool looking game for something some Warner Brothers execs came up with. It looks pretty fun. And so Dom's showing LeBron, and LeBron's like sitting there, he's like, why isn't this like real basketball? Like, bitch, dude, your son made an actual game. You should be proud of that. That's like bullshit. That's like your son making like Mario Kart. And you're like, why isn't this like go-kart racing? Like with the tires like lining the track, and like you're at Legoland and you're like 7, 8 years old, and you just wanna go back to the Bionicle rides because you really like Bionicles, and that's all you're really thinking about. You just wanna be Takanuva for like a little bit longer, but your family wants to do like other rides, so you're just thinking about not being able to get to the Bionicle ride, and like 8 years old, so you don't even like know like which pedal stop and go. You're just like sitting in the middle of the track, and you're just sitting there and just I wanna be on the Bionicle ride. I wanna see the Bionicles again, you know? Yeah, like that. Yeah, and I don't really know what LeBron's character flaw is supposed to be that he, like, resolves by the end of the movie, like, his character arc. It's either that, like, he takes basketball too seriously, or he expects other people to take basketball like as seriously as he does. And it could be both, but it's kind of weird because he got all of his success from being so serious about basketball, and it's like highlighted in the movie when he and Dom go to Warner Brothers Studios to talk to some executives about a brand deal, just throwing LeBron into a bunch of unrelated properties, because of money, and LeBron's like, nah, I gotta focus on the game, I don't care about this Warner Brothers stuff, which gets the main villain of the movie pretty ticked off, and I'll go into the villain. The villain has his own section. If his flaw is that he takes basketball too seriously, that's what got him so successful. So I don't really understand how that's supposed to play with like the moral. Because if he didn't, he loses. He wouldn't have the success that he has. And if his flaw is that he expects everyone to take basketball as seriously as he does, which is really unrealistic to think about, because the average NBA player's height is 6'6". So there's already like a huge genetic barrier you have to get through first. Like you have to be like pretty tall. Not many people, very few short people can make it into the NBA and be successful. Like there's that. So it's kind of ridiculous to ask of your like 13-year-old son to like become a professional basketball player, because he might not even like stand a chance. And he doesn't really apologize to his son about how he treats his dreams and his aspirations until the Looney Tunes are losing. And it's just like, would he have learned his lesson if his team wasn't losing? I don't think he would, because he holds the same attitude up until that point towards basketball. He doesn't change as a character, like not even gradually. It's just kind of like I think it's something you can have fun with. It's kind of a strange moral to have in a movie, just be like, oh, just have fun with it. When LeBron gets his son kidnapped, like, I would not be thinking of basketball as like, oh, just a fun thing to do. I'd be like, hey, my son's life is on the line, and I might not be able to get him back. Yeah, this is pretty serious. I'm gonna take this basketball game seriously. Dom wants to go to this E3 summer camp thing, which I'll touch on a little bit later. But LeBron wants him to go to a basketball summer camp instead. And that's kind of like mentioned in the beginning of the movie, and they call back to it at the end. When Dom's like, I guess I gotta go to basketball summer camp still. And it's like, what the fuck, LeBron? Like, you're just gonna go on a week after this, like, really big traumatic event for your son, just let him think that he still has to go to this basketball summer camp? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I think a better way to have LeBron still be, like, a similar character, but just less annoying, would be to just have him push Dom more into game design than, like, he really wants to. Because the movie makes LeBron very selfish. Just thinking about his own hobbies. They kind of do LeBron dirty. I think what they should have done instead was have LeBron really push... What they should have done was have Dom, he still really likes video games, he still really likes programming, but it's not really something he wants to do as a career, more as a hobby. But then have LeBron kind of have his character flaw that he resolves be, hey Dom, like, I want you to be really successful and, like, make a living out of this because I know you're really good. You know, that way he's a better father figure to Dom, but he still doesn't quite understand him. It doesn't make LeBron look like a selfish asshole. And LeBron can still have that learning moment of, oh, not everything you love has to be a career. You can still have hobbies. You can still enjoy something just for fun. And then have LeBron kind of relate that to basketball and make it so LeBron still has that arc of learning to have fun with basketball again, like learning that basketball can be fun again, and also let my son choose whether this programming thing is going to be a hobby or career for him. You know, it just makes more sense. It makes a more realistic character. Yeah. Also, LeBron dab.
We got the real jam going down.
What the fuck is up with Don Cheadle? Not the actor, but the character he plays in Space Jam. He plays an algorithm that lives on the Warner Brothers servers, and this algorithm basically decides who Warner Brothers is going to like promote next or whatever. And his whole motivation is that he wants attention from humanity, like humans. He wants human attention. Why? Like, why? What value does he have for human attention? Like, why does he want to be known? Here's his plan. And his plan doesn't make sense. I'm gonna have to read this. So, he kidnaps LeBron and Dom. He challenges LeBron to a
Space Jam.
And and kidnaps his son and grooms his son into like turning against his dad and using his game for the basketball game. So they're using Dom's video game instead. Oh, and Dom programs like a super strong team using like scans from professional NBA players. Meanwhile, LeBron has to gather up all the Looney Tunes and like form his team. Except LeBron doesn't wanna gather up the Looney Tunes. He wants to like get like Iron Giant and Superman and like stuff like that, which makes sense, but Bugs Bunny kind of gets in the way of that. He's like, it's Space Jam, bitch. But okay. But here and then so he challenges them to Space Jam. They meet up. Don Cheadle advertises it all over the internet as like a father versus son, like like a boxing match. It has like that same vibe. Here's just a few questions I have. Why does he need to challenge LeBron to a Space Jam? Is it just because he already calculated that LeBron was going to be profitable? If so, okay. I guess. But why does it have to be a basketball game? Does he care about basketball? Does he want to be like, I'm the best basketball player? Is that what he wants to be known for? And if so, why does he use his son's game as like the basis of it? Because then it has like a very arbitrary scoring system. So it's not even a real basketball anymore. So, like, this doesn't make you good at basketball. No one's gonna be like, wow, he's good at basketball. His team just scored 1,000 points in the first half. That's amazing. You know what? That guy, he's great at basketball. That algorithm, let's go. Let's go. I assume he just needs people to watch a live stream. Watch the live stream in order to kidnap them. Because he does that. He kidnaps everyone who watches the Space Jam live stream. But if he wanted to kidnap people, why go through with the game? Why not just kidnap people and be like, haha, they're all mine. They're all in this digital space now. Ha. Woo! You know? Why does he kidnap them and then still go through with it? Why does he make them a poker chip? Like part of the bet. Why do people tune into a live stream of LeBron facing his son in a basketball game? Like, what? Like, do people want to watch that? Do people want to be like, yeah, LeBron, beat your son? That's like Conor McGregor organizing an event where he fights his 13-year-old son in like an MMA ring. Like, what the fuck? He's just gonna destroy him. Like, why? Yeah, so his character doesn't make sense. His motivation doesn't make sense. I was hoping, like, through the process of making this video, I could answer something for myself. Like, any of these questions I've asked, but have no answers for. But yeah, I'm still looking for answers. Oh, also, this movie, it's just a giant ad.
We got the real jam going down.
God damn. I love the refreshing taste of yerba mate. You know? Anyways, so... this? So, like, I'm not being sponsored or anything, but, like, I just love a good yerba mate, you know? Anyways, in all seriousness, the movie's just an ad for other Warner Brothers properties. And it shows, because the whole middle section of the movie is just a montage. Like, you know the part I mentioned where LeBron has to go gather up all the Looney Tunes? It's just an ad for other Warner Brothers properties. Like, they go to, like, Harry Potter World, go to the DC universe, Game of Thrones, Mad Max, The Matrix. It's like all these, like, early 2000s and, like, 90s properties that they're trying to get people to buy into. Yeah, it's it's like, I mean, doesn't it just put you in the mood to, like, I don't know, like, boot up your TV and subscribe to HBO Max, which is only $14.99 a month, and, like, go watch some Game of Thrones, you know? Like, yeah. Holy shit! Rick and Morty's in this movie. Oh, wubba-lubba-dub-dub. Oh, this movie's so smart.
I'm Pickle Rick!
I love this movie, man. I have this issue whenever a movie just, like, throws in a bunch of pointless cameos. I'm cool with cameos. Like a Stan Lee cameo in Marvel movies. Like, that's fine. That's a neat tradition. A preview, like a little sprinkling of, like, a future movie is cool too. But, like, advertising like this, where they just throw as many properties as they can, it just comes off really pandery. Like, oh, don't you recognize this character? Isn't that fun? Isn't this movie fun? Or it's like either really pandery or just comes off as an ad, and it's really frustrating to watch. Like, what the fuck? I'm not even getting paid, though I could be. I could be.
We got the real jam going down.
Here's, like, a few of my final miscellaneous gripes that kind of don't really belong in any specific section. This first one is more my bad, but the movie kind of called me out and made me feel like I got Mandela affected, and so I hate this movie a little more. And so here, you see the outfits on the jerseys. You see how it's spelled tune, like T-U-N-E? So I thought it was tune like T-O-O-N. You know, like cartoon. Like I thought Looney Tunes was spelled like cartoon, like T-O-O-N. But it's not, and I feel stupid. And, like, I looked it up. It's always been spelled that way, and I'm just a dumb Toontown playing bitch. So yeah, that's another mark on this movie for making me feel dumb. I don't want Space Jam to make me feel dumb. Oh yeah, LeBron has two sons, and like I mentioned Darius like a couple times earlier. Why does Darius exist? Just to show that like LeBron likes him more cuz like he likes basketball more than Dom? Is that why? I think that's why. Cuz he doesn't have any speaking roles other than that second scene. Yeah, and I probably mentioned him more in this video than the movie has. And I just feel like it's a missed opportunity. I think they could have done something with Dom. I don't know what. I don't know. It just seems weird. It just seems weird to have Darius exist. You know? They could have made him. They could have made him on. They could put him on the team or some Darius Dom moments. I don't know. I think he's a tool that was underutilized. That's all I'm saying. Also, this E3 game development summer camp. Did the writers know that E3 wasn't made for consumers? It was made specifically for game companies to make announcements for upcoming like consoles and video games and like DLC and stuff like that. DLC didn't exist when E3 started, but you get the point. Why are they running a summer camp? What is this summer camp? Why is it E3 that's running this summer camp? Is it because E3 is just a convention essentially? Is is this summer camp happening during the convention? Because this is the only time like E3 does anything, is during the E3 Expo. Is this happening during E3? Is this like an overnight thing? Are kids just going to panels? Are they just some panels for kids to like have them game developers? Why is it like advertised as a summer camp? Why didn't they just have a fictional game development studio run it instead? I feel like that would make more sense. You know, be like, Bethesda, like, game development, summer camp. Learn about how we make games, you know? And the fact that this one little thing is making me think so hard, why E3? That's, like, what's really getting me. And the fact that I have to think so hard about this, I hate that. I hate that. In the beginning of this movie, when LeBron's playing Dom's video game with him, he does, like, this super move, and crashes the game, and Dom's like, "Oh no, that character got completely deleted. That's like an entire week's worth I have to do." And I'm just wondering, another thing, like, I'm just stuck in my head is, why does he have to redo all that work? Like, I understand, like data can get corrupted and like you lose like a bunch of progress. I've had that happen to me multiple times, but like, programming software and, like, game engines and stuff, they make backups pretty regularly. Like, why would we have to lose all that progress? Especially when you finish, like, do a milestone, like, finish a character. Like, back it up. Why wouldn't he have, like, a backup? At most, he should be losing, like, a day or two worth of work. Why an entire week? Why an entire character? Does this guy not save? Does he not save his work? What? I don't believe it.
We got the real jam going down.
And those are my thoughts about Space Jam. Did I like the movie? No. Did I enjoy the movie? Yes. And let me explain. So, I had fun. It was a really stupid movie that I got to like rip apart as I watched it, and it was really fun to do so. I would never watch it again. Like, it's an awful movie. It's just mad. But it was fun, like writing the script for this video. It was fun just tearing this movie apart. And, yeah, and at least made me feel something, unlike Sonic movie. You know, like, don't you hate movies that, like, are, like, only okay? Like, I'd rather have a really bad movie I can make fun of than just, like, a mediocre movie I don't care about. So, yeah, those are my hot takes on Space Jam. But yeah, let me know what you thought of the movie. If you disagree, shoot it down in the comments. I have 7 subscribers, so, like, I'm probably gonna read the comments. Yeah, and if you like this kind of content, just like me talking in front of a camera, also let me know. I'll probably do more. Like, so far I don't really have any, like, shtick for the channel yet, so I'm just doing whatever I like. And if you like this kind of content and you want to see more, leave a comment, subscribe, leave a like. I'd appreciate that. Slowly working my way towards the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of... 4,000 hours. That's a lot. And until next time, practice your fundamentals! Ooh!